start it. I'm not gonna really do anything special. Anyway, I haven't touched this game in years. Well, okay, not that long. It's been a good amount of time, though. I forgot I had it installed on my PC. I'm going to try to mod Street Challenge EV3, which is a game that's been around since the Nitto Legends days. Or actually, even before that. I think there was Street Challenge 1 initially. And then EV3, there was EV2 and EV3 or something like that. I don't know. I don't remember the history on this game as well as I know the history on some other games. But this is the Steam version, not the Android version. The Steam version, probably much easier to mod because I don't think there's even been an update for this game since, oh god, who knows when. Been a long time. Another pay-to-win game. Terrible. Let's see what Steam says about it. One more day. Oh, that was 2018. Okay. Yeah, this is pointless. So there hasn't even been an update for this in a very long time. Roshan, you should recognize this game for sure. I already have it open. Very easy to mod. Simply just download DNSpy or .NET Reflector with Reflexel plugin and go to the install directory where you'll find YouTube is really stupid like that. I have Discord up though, so I'll see your messages, Steph. So it was a user from my Discord that actually tagged me and asked me about modding this game. I don't know if money and stuff like that is possible in the game. I'm pretty sure there's some server-side checking for that. This guy is a little smart, the developer of this game. He's at least somewhat smart, but we'll see what we can find. I already know there's some things I can definitely do. I actually found one by accident. So I'm going to start with that, wherever that freaking was. So, by parts button, I want to see if I can bypass buying parts when your car is damaged. Shouldn't be hard. Just simply edit method. Excuse me. Why is this showing up so small? So it looks like... So this is coded up as if session get selected car needs repairs. So if your car needs repairs, or doesn't need repairs because there's the exclamation point there, then it'll allow you to buy the car or buy the parts. Else, you get this warning message. So we're going to remove that entire section of code. We're just going to delete it. Who cares about repairs? Nobody. We're going to have some fun with it. So component is enabled and session part is installed. So that's just checking to make sure the part isn't already installed. And then component is enabled. That's all fine. It should compile. There we go. So now I should be able to buy a part regardless of the fact if it's my car's broken or not, basically. So I'm going to keep a list here of what we find. Parts, button, buy. On click, make purchase. Double. I'm going to put this over on my other screen, but I'm going to try to keep track of things so I know what we did, when we did it, in case I can release this after the stream. So let's make sure there's no other checks. Sometimes they'll hide shit in other places, so we're good there. Let's see, button parts remove. Guarantee you this needs it too. This might lead to a glitch where we could just not have to worry about it. There we go. So let me document that. Parts, button remove, on click. There we go. That was fairly simple. This looks like it's going to be a very simple game to mod. It's years of experience looking at it. So, just... Also, I think I've messed with this game in the past, so I'm not surprised that it's coded the way it is. My throat is so dry for some reason. One sec. Anyway, let's see. Parachute stuff. Basically, the best way to know what's going on is to just go through everything. See what happens. And just go from there. So, like, this is an obscure one. Good Lord, I cannot stop coughing. My throat's so dry. This house sucks. The air in it is so dry. Anyway. Password examples. Ooh. Why does it have 4 password strings? Oh, I can change the mask of the password. We're going to change that to that. Let's see. I bet I can set max length and minimum length to like 0 and 0, and I bet you it'll take it. I bet you there's no check on the server side. So I can modify pretty much any of this and just see what happens. But we're not going to do that for now. Let's see. Player tournament invite list. Add invited. And that's nothing. Go away. Pop-up attribute. Nothing important. Power gauges. Interesting. Nothing fun there. Race car. Race cars are always fun. Let's see what we can do with the race car. Brake front balance, not a big deal. Was purge. Auto steer enabled. Okay. Use ABS is true. Wonder what happens if you set that to false. Car probably just like slides all over the place. Let's see. Nothing important there. Do steering. Auto steer is pretty cool. Your text comes up funny, but I'm going to try to translate it. So as far as I know, it's being worked on, but it's only being worked on by one person. So it's not going to be quick, basically. But, you know, that's with any project. It's definitely coming along smoothly. It's just, it's going to take a long time because he decided to start from scratch. So, but that's a normal thing. That'll always take forever. Let's see. Maybe I don't want my engine to explode. Just want to see. Paint car. This could be... It uses hex colors. I love when a game uses hex colors. Honestly, I have no idea. I can't put a number on it since I don't really know. I only know maybe a little bit more than you guys. I'd say there'll probably be one working car within the next 3 to 6 months, just from what I know. Maybe in the next 3 to 6 months there will be a single working car. But again, that's 100% a guess. The entire game, it's going to be a very long time. This is a cool function. I like that it's just 2 hex and it just figures it out. Huh. Cool. It's good to know. Aren't we all? So, 2 hex color, car spec paint. I really want to do something. This is technically a color right here, so I don't think that's technically a string. But something I used to do on Racing Rivals was actually really smart. So int rand equals unity engine dot random dot range 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now with that would do something like this. This dot paint car. We do convert dot to string rand comma string paint. So maybe that needs to be convert dot to string paint as well. Or oops, rand comma, and then whatever this is. So that might work. So basically what that's going to do is any random number between 6 1s and 6 9s. Slick. I can close Discord. So any number in between that area, it should let me basically have flashing paint colors on the car. It'll just flash because every time the car shows up on the screen, it'll be a different color. So I do want to save this though. So we're going to cut that. This is in race car. Paint car. Oh, come on. That's not the right button. Random.range. And I'll know what that means, but I'm gonna put the original code down below it. And let me see if this compiles. I didn't think so because it's not a color. So what it needs to be is I think this one we can get away with it being a string. That might work. So that might... This is EV3 drag racing from Steam. Slice. Fun little game. It's been around for a very, very long time, but it hasn't been updated in a very, very long time. Oh, I'm an idiot. It's down here. So you can do a string. So string paint. And then where's paint in here? So this might work. I might want to do the same thing in here, though. So do int rand equals and.random.range. And then on this line, instead of it being paint, do convert.toString rand. Although what's convert.toString rand. Just in case, let's see. Although that's a color right there, so that has to be color. But this I might be able to do. I can convert to string rand. One of those will make the game or make the car all flashy. I'm sure of it, or kind of sure of it. There we go. Play fire, shoots, purge nitrous. Set constant, set parts. You know, I bet you if you change this to uninstalled, if there's an uninstalled, oh, it's a bool. So if you set this to false, made installed false, it might think every part in the game that is uninstalled from your car is actually installed. That would be pretty funny. So here's the setup. Interesting. Shifting. Is there a Gearshift Delay? So we can do a Gearshift Delay in race car. Shift up. So let's remove the delay of shifting, because this just doesn't matter. Make it like 0.01 f of a second. Easy enough, right? I like how it actually automatically changed the code down here. I didn't even notice that. So that's instant shift. I'm going to name these features real quick. Rainbow paint. Keep things uniform, David. There we go. All right, let's see. Simplify car for opponent use. Nothing important. Take snapshot. Nothing important. Tranny brake. It's pretty easy once you get into it. You just need to find a game that's really easy to start out with. That's really all it actually is just finding a game that's easy to learn from. Let's see, Rev Limiter plus 200. So I can actually change how far you over rev by simply changing this 200. So if you wanted to go above your rev limiter by like 1,000 RPM, it'll probably break your transmission, but you could if I just edit that one number. So I'm going to add that to this too. It's really just about learning how to read the code, if anything. I think that's really what it comes down to. We'll do plus 1,000 on that. That's going to mess with dyno graphs and everything, though, so that's going to change all the cars in the game, I think. Unless this is only on track. Get transmission breakpoint. We need to remember that's there, because we can remove transmission breakpoint altogether. It should take effect. You always say should until you go and actually test it. We don't know how much of this is going to work because I've never done it before. Actually, we can remove transmission brake altogether by just taking out this one line of code. That's really all you have to do if you want to remove transmission brake. It'll probably just set this to false. We're going to edit this entire update function. So, Steph, since you're interested in learning this, let me explain some basics of Unity real quick, because that's what this is based on, is Unity 3D. And I'm sure Slice in the chat could definitely cover this a little bit better, but this is at least my understanding. So I feel like, I don't want to say stupid to stupid because you just don't know. But so an update function like this is ran, I believe, every single frame in the game. So anything you do here, it's checking it every frame. So anything I modify here, so now it's not gonna break the transmission. Because I set it to false. It's not going to wear on the transmission. I can simply remove this line and it'll possibly no longer allow transmission brake. This Rev Limiter Raise will allow me to rev higher, basically. If I wanted to do more nitrous purge and make it last longer, I could change this to 0.5, make that a half-second purge instead of a quarter-second purge. Disable wheel deformation. I don't know what that has to do with anything. Let's see if I can remove tranny brake. And actually what you'll want to do is remove this entire debug log right here, because this will probably actually send information to a server about the transmission brake. So we're going to simply just remove that entirely, and we can probably... This entire if function could possibly be removed, because this is all about transmission brake. And since it's ran every frame, it's checking it every frame of the game. So if the game's running 60 frames per second, this code is running 60 times a second, which I believe that's how it works. That's my stupid understanding. I'm sure Slice could put it in a little bit better of an explanation because he's been doing this, I don't want to say longer, he's just been at it and more adamant about it, because I kind of took time off from it just because I wasn't having fun with it anymore, but now I'm slowly getting back into it. So basically in C# terms, there's an exclamation point here. This reads if the opponent is not, or if it's not the opponent, so it's you, and the engine current torque is greater than the tranny brake point of torque in any gear higher than 0, which would be neutral, then it will break the transmission. So if we just yoink that, why would the transmission break? And then we add that to the list of features of possible hacks that work. No transmission breakage. And update. And then actually, this is about transmission breakpoint as well. So we'll get rid of that entirely as well. So now we need to read through if the RPM is above the rev limiter and is allowing engine damage. Now we can control engine damage. So we can actually remove all of this and it won't break the engine. What's funny is if you wanted to really mess with people when you release this, a good way to troll people with a mod, flip that. That would be a great troll on people because no matter what, the engine's going to break now. And if you wanted to do some kind of like mod leech detection or mod leech, anti-mod leech, and you wanted to mess with people, add that as like a security to your mod. So everybody's car always breaks. So, and then something we're going to actually add to this that I didn't think about is we're just going to add a random false for both of these. This dot wasn't there a bool for transmission? Maybe there actually wasn't. Let me see. Auto stager, auto steering. Interesting. Let me look at my notes. Okay, I didn't take good enough notes. How great is that? Let's see. I could always make the engine on fire. That'd be fun. It would just be visual, I'd hope. This is also a section where if you wanted to actually do something like auto shift or auto launch, I would say auto shift is more likely. You could probably do auto shifting in this section too. So I'll show you how to code that in a second maybe as well. Get dynograph at RPM, that's useful. What is you? Are you a true or false? No, it's a game object. Okay. So, we'll just leave that. Transmission damage isn't that important. So, let's say you wanted to do something like auto shifting. You're too lazy to control your car yourself. This is a function where you could possibly do that. So, let's say if this .carx. Let's see, is there a current RPM? That's a drift mode. It'd be really funny to set that to true. Just turn it into a drifting game instead. That's basically what Nitro Nation did. All they did was just take the pre-made drift mode that's in the CarX development kit, turn it to true on certain tracks, and now you have drifting. That's pretty much all it took. Engine cut RPM, current wheel HP, current torque, current power. It would be cool to put numbers on screen or variables on screen that'll show you that information. I want current. Yeah, that's the reason I stopped playing it too. It's just too dumb to earn money. Let's see here. We gotta find like some way to read current RPM. And I know I just had it and I deleted all that code that would have shown it. So now I get to have the fun of trying to figure out what the code was that gave me current RPM. Oh, current RPM. RPM is greater than or equal to this .carx. There's something for Rev Limiter. I know there is. I kind of forget what it was. Engine cut RPM, idle RPM, initial ratio. Rev Limiter, we'll say the original was that, so we'll do that. And there's got to be some code that tells the game that the race has started too. But we're just not going to worry about that. this dot shift up. That should be auto shifting. That should be all it takes to create auto shifting on this. You don't need a space, but it looks prettier. Now, granted, I'm not the best person to learn from. I'll tell you that straight up right now. I'm simply guessing. This might not work at all, but I'm going to compile and see what happens. That might work. So let's go through update car, because update car is probably going to do some of the same shit. Auto clutch. Interesting. Ah, friction multipliers. Interesting. So there's nothing in here that I would worry about. I'll just leave that code in there. Let's see, auto steering, auto steer enabled, auto stager. Where are you used? Because I want to completely remove that. Oh, there's a drag strip function. Okay, good to know. Straight edits to the assembly C#.dll. So basically straight edits to the actual game source code. Race setup. Race timer. Cool. I'll probably test it here shortly. I just want to go through a few more things that deal with racing, just to make sure I have things for sure disabled. So things like engine damage and all that, I want to make sure that's all disabled. Opponent's car is boosted. Run! You know, you could turn this into a message box to tell you if the car is boosted or not. So this is basically a cheat in and of itself that you could set up like a message box in game, or just a simple on-screen user interface thing about the car being boosted. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to copy that code. We're going to do edit class. I'm just going to scroll down. Where did I see that code? That was in setup race, correct? Oh, it's right here. Ah, cool. Anyway, we're going to do just a simple private void on GUI. Oh, I forget how to do this. I need my cheat sheet. Give me 1 second. It's in my documents. I really suck at doing text on screen. I always have to cheat. I can never remember the line of code because there's so much to it to simply put some text on the screen. So basically what we can do here is GUI.label new rect float screen.width divided by 2 minus 50. I'm basically just going off of some old code from another mod menu I had already created for this. I'm sure this is going to be terrible as far as location. Oh, yeah, close that, comma. Oh, I forgot. Opponent's car is boosted. And it should just put text on screen and tell you that it's boosted. Oh. Cool. So that should add something to set up, or to, yep, that added the custom function. There it is. So that should work. Do controls. If this is my car, if this is not opponent's car, then do controls. I wonder what would happen if you added code for something like this. If you did something like, just remove this, actually. Just like delete that. I wonder if it would let you control the opponent's car somehow. That'd be really funny. Let's see, race timer. In staging area, do file runtime, do staging. Let's see, update set tree. I bet you I can auto launch right here. I bet you I can. It'll be as simple as this dot race car. There's got to be a race car function here. Dot. Shit. Oh, my brain's failing me for a second. How do I do this? I don't remember. Let's. I think that's what I want. It's been a long time. RC dot. Is there an actual launch function, or is it just shift up? I don't remember. I'm just looking. I'm going through all of them just in case there's a launch function. Doesn't look like it, but that's okay. So I'm just going to do shift up. I'm surprised that's not a bool. So that might be auto launch. We don't know yet. I like how my stream suddenly went to 0 watchers when I just had like 7. I wonder what happened. YouTube, what is going on? I don't think my stream is down. I don't think everybody left at the same time. This happened earlier, too. I don't think everybody left at the same time. That's what I thought. It says 0 people watching, but that's just YouTube for you, I guess. That's... Oh, it's on the wrong one. Why is it giving me all these issues? Bunch of unused code. Whoop! Not there. I wish it would put it here. This shouldn't harm anything. I don't know why it's doing what it's doing. This is probably just going to break a ton of the game. Actually, those are just warnings. What am I doing? So set tree, let me try it this way. Edit class. Does it compile? If I get rid of that, does it fix it? Yes. That's a really weird line of code to have. I don't know why it's here. Oh, well. I wanted that, thanks. Pull shoots, it was what? Start or set tree? I'll know it when I see it. Ah, it's got recording in it. That's it. That's nifty. Let's see. Do staging. Race finished. Kill visual track. Oh, that's cool. Do started. Where's that? Okay, here it is. Lane timer state green. New race controls. There is a different way to do that, and I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, and I'm having like an aneurysm trying to remember. Race car. I'm having too many flashbacks to Racing Rivals, and I'm typing Racing Rivals code in this. New race car. RC.shift up. RC.shift up. So now it might auto launch, which I'm going to document here. This is race timer. And again, there's no guarantee anything that I'm programming into this is gonna work, but it's fun to mess with and try and see what happens. So race user interface, this could be fun to mess with. Then again, this is gonna just be user interface stuff, but I'm surprised there's not like an on GUI. There is an update. I'm not really too worried about race user interface. I'm going to try this for now. I've done a lot to it. 2, okay. And what I do is I always back up. Oh, that's something I was working on earlier. I always back up the original DLL because you never know when you'll have to just start over completely, unfortunately. Let's launch the game. A game I haven't played in a very long time. First pass is very useful to look at as well. Assembly C# first pass. I actually didn't know that until recently and how useful that is to look at. I also don't know what my password is, so this is going to be interesting. Hopefully it just remembers. It does. Automatically log me in. I'm okay with that. let's just... Oh, I'm at... Wow, this game's user interface is kind of terrible. I say kind of very nicely. I should have Charles up and running. Hold on. So there might be some fun stuff I can even do just network-wise. I'll let you guys know if I see something fun. If I don't, it's not a big deal. Yeah, Charles doesn't even see it. I wonder... Let me see if I have to do something here real quick. I don't think I have to. I don't have to do anything there. Okay, just making sure. It's been a long time since I've tried to set this up. Anyway. Do I have a Veloster? Is that what my car is? No, it's a Honda Civic. Of course it... God, that color is terrible. I wonder if that's because of my modded color... The grill is gold. Hold on a minute. Is my paint thing working? Or do cars just look terrible? Because this is really bad. Why is my... I think it's the code I added for messing with the paint color, but I'm not sure. This is really bad. Why is it so goddamn shiny? Why is my grill gold? Why is it chromed? This is awful. Oh. Let's go see if I broke racing. So it's auto staging. I don't remember the excessive shininess either. Let's see if it auto launches and everything. I'm not going to touch anything. So I do have to touch it. But I am going way over my rev limiter. Oh wait, no, that auto shifted. I think. So auto shift might have worked. I'm not going to repair that. Fuck you. Auto shift might have worked. Let's find out. Skip. So auto launch didn't work, but that's okay. I can find a better way. So I can remove that from the list and remove that code. It is auto shifting. That's not me. I don't know if that's just coded into the game already or if that's me. Or if that's the code I added. No, I didn't add anything. The reason I didn't add anything to give it gas is because some cars in this game, when you're in higher power levels, they don't have like brake launching or like rev launching, where even if you floor the gas pedal all the way to the top, you still have to like hold the gas pedal at a specific point for a specific RPM to launch. But I think the auto shifting is working, which is pretty cool. I'm going to close this out real quick. We're going to go back to where my auto shifting is. Focus. So it looks like there is some stuff going on behind the scenes, network-wise, that I'm capturing. Probably. I mean, I have code access, so I technically could do whatever I want. So what are these events? Well, we know the Unity version, 2017 30 F3. It's probably the last time this game had an update. I'd just like to find where it told the server I won the race. That's basically what I want to find, because then I'll just run it massively and suddenly have a money bug because of it. We'll just repeat, see what happens. Absolutely nothing happened when repeated. Okay, we're going to stop recording this for now. I'll move it off screen, and we're going to find a better way to do auto launch, because clearly our method did not work. Oops, race timer. I went way past it. Not that one. What's up, James? Welcome to the stream. You remember EV3, I'm sure. This terrible, terrible game. So unfortunately, this didn't work. I'm sure I can just add code elsewhere. I know exactly where I can add the code for auto launch. I already know. We already coded something in it. Did you see the colors of my car? How absolutely shiny it is? Like garbagey shiny? So here's what we need to do. In update, I don't know why I didn't code this in update. We do if this.timer. Wait. Hold on. We need to see set tree. Timing, sorry. So we do if this.timing dot. There's something to do with the lights. Where is it? Left lane green. True. Actually, I need it to have... I need it to know which lane I'm in. Here we go. We'll do this. Equals true. If... Oops, I forgot the parentheses. This dot... I need it to know which lane I'm in. I forget how to do that. I forget what that line of code looked like, but I'll find it here in a second. I guess it should probably is staged and ready for can start tree instead. Crap, I forget how to know which lane I'm in. I'm kind of hoping that just scrolling through here I'll figure it out by looking at it. Hold on. We got to figure out how to know which lane I'm in. My lane. Don't quite understand how that works, so we're going to analyze it to see. Do started. You know what? This is kind of the code we need right here. I think this is what we want. I know I'm being kind of quiet, but that's because I'm thinking about it. Probably harder than I should. So, my lane chosen equals left. I'm staged and ready. Can I do an if statement here for this? Then this is just a lot of if statements that are kind of pointless. What was the tree? The light for the tree code. I already passed it, didn't I? It was like right at the top. Where is it? Oh, I need to do this dot timing. And then it'll give me the tree lights. This dot race. Race car RC. Oh wait, there is a race car here already. There is not. Never mind. Shift up. That should be right. So this is an else for that, which is going to check for lane right. And then I can just do basically this. This should auto launch. Oh, I have shift down. Up. This might be overdoing the code, but it's good to have the security checks, I think. At least sometimes. Compile? You know what? I don't even need this code. What am I thinking? That might work. Why is there a return there? Oh, that's how I was trying to do it. My output is low. I don't understand why. I have crazy internet speeds now. There's not a need for a return there. There's not a need for a return there. You know what? I don't know why my output is low for my, or why this might be low. Is Streamlabs just killing me again? Because that's pretty normal. I might have to go back to using just standard OBS because I always get way worse streaming performance out of Streamlabs than I do OBS. I'll get stream health always green on OBS, but then I introduce Streamlabs and it's always yellow or sometimes red. What was I going to Google? I was going to Google something and I don't remember what it was. Update's probably all the way at the bottom. I just want to find update. I don't remember what I was going to Google. I was going to Google something. It's been like that ever since the first time I ever used it. I've never had a good experience with Streamlabs. but I use it because it's easier. And it gives you like the whole theming thing and stuff. I've never looked into anything else. I'll probably just go back to OBS and just make custom themes and stuff like that. Because it's just easier. Now I shouldn't have a return. I have a return. You know, this code might... This entire if right here is kind of pointless. You know what? Might be able to shrink this down even more. It still puts a return. There's no reason for that return. I don't understand. Yeah, I usually do. I mean, sometimes I'll forget, but I don't know why that return is popping up. That's so utterly pointless. It's going to put a return, I guess. No matter what I'm going to do, it's going to put a return there when it's not needed. So I guess... That's really dumb. I'd like to find something for money, for more money in the game, but I don't actually think it's really needed. I'm entirely offline. What the shit? Actually, that's going to show my IP. Let's not do that. I don't want my IP shown. My download speed's really low for my normal. Look at my upload speed. Oh, nope, it's tanking. My upload speed is at standard, high enough, above what I have my bitrate. Oh, it still showed my IP. That doesn't matter. Well, I guess I'm just going to end the stream. I'll keep working on this and I'll put updates out or something. I'm just going to give up on... Yeah,